Okay. I don't know if you can record it to YouTube, sir, or maybe you should. Okay, I'm recording on cloud. So you have to dig. So there are stages. So you see that life will go through a stage. Don't just wait for things to pop up. Don't be someone who expects something in your life if you have not nurtured or planted it. That would be the mistake. It's the mistake of the century. People want wealth they have not been nurtured for. They want a life they've not been groomed for. All right? Life, everything you expect should be a harvest. But the question is, did you sow? So for you to sow, if you have a seed, you need to dig. It means you have to go down. You know, most times people experience some certain things in business and they think it's not going well. But I'm going to even tell you the most painful aspect of planting. So you have to dig. It means you have to find the right spot. Thank God we found the right spot to sow seeds. The I Am Master Academy has given us the right opportunity, the right environment. You have to find the right environment. You have to find the right spot. You have to have the right what? Ground, soil to plant that seed. Thank God. Thank God we have that right environment. And I just gave you guys the seed. So you don't have to look for the seed. The seed is the concept of knowing people, everything you do, all right, is about people. You have the right seed. Then the next thing that happens, you have to plant it. You have to sow it. But in sowing, what happens to every seed when you sow it? It dies. All right, it's not allowing me. I tried it. It dies. Everybody write, the seed will die. Write it down. And this is really where it caught me. You know, talking with my wife this morning, I almost shed tears. You know, I looked at what there was a revelation the Spirit of God gave to me before I slept yesterday. It was thick. Maybe I'll send the video, to the group. You guys should just take a look at it. There are some things mysteriously, all right, God does in your life that you think you are the end of life. You are the end. You are the end of life. Things, it's like the whole world is on you. There's a way God disguises your success in your challenge. Everything seems to be happening good around you, but it looks like life is forcing on you. Just remember this, the seed will die. The seed has to die. I don't want to go into, some certain things because I don't want to preach. I just want to share, all right? The moment you understand that the seed has to die, it brings a consciousness that you're going through a phase. Put phase on the chart. The seed first has to die. It means you're going to get rejection. You're going to start lacking. Things are going to start looking tough. Because when the seed was alive, there was hope, there was things. But when it dies, it will look like nothing is good. Everybody you're talking to about the business is not, your family is turning on you. All right? You keep just losing. You get all the entries well, but boom, the trade going in the wrong direction. You funded an account with $1,000. 3 weeks later, in a community where people are making money, you are just losing your money. The seed will die, even in the right environment, all right, with the right nurturing, the seed will die. Everybody's seed has to die. When you understand that life is a phase, there's always a phase. There's a phase for the seed to die. You know how to understand what phase you are. There's a phase you are in right now. Most is you've gotten the seed. Most is you've gotten the ground. Most is you've planted it. But do you really go through when it dies? Do you accept when the seed dies? Where there is the rejection, where there is the opposite of what expectation. The only thing that can hold you in the presence of the death of a seed, ladies and gentlemen, is faith. I want to write it down. The seed is dead now. There's no more life. You don't know. At this point in time, you don't know if it's going to come back. Because there are chances it might not. There are chances it might not come back. It's no more in your control. There are so many seeds. Even in the law of sowing, it said the farmer went about sowing seeds. He went about sowing seeds. Some fell by the wayside. Some fell on thorny ground. All right? Majority of the seeds. Guess what? Even in the law of success, majority of the seeds sown don't come out. Only few fall on fertile ground. So all you need is not logic. It's not who supports me. It's not who agrees. It's not education. It's faith. So you just have faith that, see, your faith is the victory that overcomes the death. Am I speaking to someone today? See, at this point in time, it's gone. Say success in life is spiritual. This is where your spiritual background plays when the seed is dead. So if you're not spiritual, guess what happens? You move away, you walk away, but negative walk away. You just, okay, it's not for me. I thought it was for me. Forex is not for me. This environment, I said it before. All right, your old paradigm speaks, because why? You're not. What is at this phase? What is needed is not the technical. What is needed is the spiritual, the mindset, the understanding, the full awareness that this is the phase. I need faith. I now need faith, because it's no more logical. All right, it's no more I put in $100 to get this. It's no more compound shit. It's no more. It's now about the things I've learned. How am I going to put it to work? Can I apply my faith? Because faith is the victory that overcomes the death of the seed. And guess what? Not everybody plants, but I'm only speaking for those people who plant. I realize there are a lot of people working hard. You know, my wife said something. There are two sides to every situation. You know, yesterday they were supposed to give a girl, a woman, I don't know if it's a lady, but a car, all right? But she quitted the business 2 months ago. She was not there to be found. All right. Yes. The first thing that came to my mind, oh, look at how people quit the business. Look at how people quit the business. Look at how people, oh, hey, she just missed her luck. Oh, she'll be feeling so bad right now. But another thing said, why did she quit the business? Another thing Justin Owen said yesterday, there are legitimate excuses. In your life, have you had legitimate excuses that allowed you to take the right decisions? It was a right decision, but faith wasn't there. It's not logical to everyone. It's illogical to everyone, but it's not logical to you, because what you just know is faith. You held on. You just held on. But another side that played out was someone else wrote it down. She wrote it down. She didn't care. She was just saying it. She was having faith. She put it on her screensaver and she was speaking it to herself, looking at the mirror every single day. Guess what happened? Who won? Faith is the victory that won. Who ran fast? Who won the race? By logic, someone won the race, but she did not have faith. She quitted the business. But someone who had faith was in the business. So this is what I always say, is stay connected long enough to experience the success. So many people do not stay connected long enough, because the moment you sow, you have a harvest. But the truth is, to go through the harvest, there are phases that are needed. And where a lot of people quit because of things, say looking not at the things which are seen, they are temporal. A lot of people only look at things they can see. I put this money in the business. I'm not getting the what. My account is not growing. They only look at things which are seen. But faith seeing the unseen. Faith is seeing the unseen. So you need the eye of the faith to see your future. Because if you don't see your future, you cannot stay through the phase of death. Am I speaking to someone on this call? if you don't switch, you need to switch. If you don't switch to the eye of faith, you cannot see your future. And if you cannot see your future, you cannot go through the phase of death. That is why he said faith is the victory that overcomes the world. See, we are in a phase in our business right now, right, that for some people is death, but we have the victory, which is faith. What do you need your faith for? You celebrate the leaders today, but they've gone through a phase and they are helping you. What you need in your own phase is first to plant a seed. Then you go through the process. But the toughest process in life, in the miracle that will happen in your life, in you, because see, it's a miracle that you will come out of your generation and you become $1 million income earner. It's a miracle because it's never been done in your generation. That's what miracle represents. Miracles represent things that have not been done, things that look abnormal, but you are going to create it. And for you to create it, you need to go through the phase of death. The seed needs to die. How many of you, you're going through your phase of death right now? You keep putting on your best, you keep talking to the people, you think it's not working. The seed is in the ground. You need faith. Faith is the building. Faith gives life. So it might logically die. It might logically have died. But faith gives life. That girl's faith got her a car. Because why? She kept nurturing the seed. She kept speaking it to herself. She kept saying it. I am the winner of the car. She kept saying it. She kept speaking it. And she kept doing the work. She kept, you see the miracle of the bamboo. The man kept going there. It became a habit because she had done it long enough. And now it became a habit. So quitting was no more a choice because she had done it, that it became a habit. Man is habitual in nature. Your success is habit. Everything that, see, it goes through thought. Thought goes through words. Words go through action. Your actions becomes your habit. Your habit becomes your character. Your character leads to your destiny. This is the process what life goes through. If it doesn't become a habit to be consistent in what it is you're doing, logic is going to throw you out. It's a habit that I have to wake up every morning and make you guys make money. Do you guys know sometimes what I go through as a man, what I go through in life? There are times I shared some certain testimonies. Not everybody understood. There were times, 8 months in the business, I went through a phase of debt. I lost so much money, it affected my psychology to trade. Not just psychology, it affected my confidence to trade. Not just confidence, it affected my account. I didn't have money to trade. I was hanging on a thread of platinum 1000. It wasn't even enough. I had to go to the bank and borrow money. Not to trade, but kept paying debt. I was paying debt. And guess what? At the end of the turn, I made a serious mistake. At the end of the tenor, I sold my 2 cars. But you know one thing? You guys didn't know because I never stopped serving. I never stopped. And it became a habit to serve. Not until it becomes a habit, logic will throw you out. It was legitimate for me to quit the business as at that time. Legitimately. I would have quitted the business. In fact, the advice from my family, my brother came to me, come and work with me. You have failed. In fact, he supported me, gave me money. The money went to, see, you must go through your phase of debt. But the only thing that is going to keep you is that thing that doesn't look like logic. It's just faith. I know I have a God. He said I should do this. It looked like the world is against me. Everything keeps failing. I've lost everything I paid. The things that were dear to me, I lost them. I lost everything that was dear to me. The only thing I was holding on was faith. And the word of God says faith is the victory. You're going to need what? After faith, all right? You're going to need patience. One thing is to have faith in something. So I went almost a year, 6 months, I lived the life to correct what had happened. No earnings. I had to keep my integrity. I had to keep my confidence. None of you guys knew. Because why? It became a habit that I serve you. And some of you think I was making crazy money, but I was going through a phase. I'd lost everything I had, but habit kept me. See, what you guys are celebrating today is a seed that just started growing, that faith held. Becoming the first, one of the first HFS educator wasn't, see, it doesn't come by chance. Becoming someone who's earning thousands of dollars a day right now, it's not by chance. Becoming someone who's helping many earn, it's not by chance. It's a harvest. But guess what? This is what the harvest go through. Do not celebrate what you see in people. Celebrate what you can do about what they did. You have to what? See, you need to understand that you need to have that, you need to be consistent for it to become a habit. You need to be patient for the habit to be formed. All right? Then you need to go through frustration. In my short story, I'd gone through frustration. You know what it is that the person that is close to your parents, they'll call on you and they say you failed. Come home, let's find something for you. You're failed. All right? Be careful of the people that talk to you. There are people that in your world, you cannot be careful of them. They must talk to you. And if those people come and tell you you're failed, let them offer you something for you to, oh my goodness. Oh, Kenvry, you're tough. You need to be tough. Faith says no to logic. They're going to celebrate you. For you to be celebrated, you need faith. Faith that can hold on, the faith that can be patient, the faith that can go through all the tough times, because the death represents a phase in your life. Then what is going to happen after the frustration? What is going to happen? Because you're going to be frustrated. People are going to say no. Justin was frustrated. David was frustrated. If you heard their story, Sir Gary Maxwell was frustrated. You remember the times he said, all right, he had to walk. He was walking, but he was still a leader. He saw people he knew and he was selling. You're going to be frustrated. If you're not frustrated yet, you've not started life of a miracle. You've not started the life of a miracle. You need to. And if you're not yet frustrated, and if you think you've been frustrated, trust me, you're going to meet frustration. The bigger you go, the higher the frustration. You're going to be tired. Doubt is going to come in. Because why? Everything will look as you put in everything, but why is it not showing up? Why is it not showing up? Why is it not showing up? Well, that is when, at the end of the tunnel, there's always a light. At the end of a tunnel, there's always a light. I don't know who I'm speaking to today, but one thing I know, I have faith in Mr. Obi Anyangwa and the vision. I realized something, all right, that my seed was to serve this man. You know, I was discussing something with my wife today, and I said, I will serve. I've seen everything that money, God put me in a place where I had to make that mistake for a reason, so that I don't get distracted by money. At the early stage of the business, I had to make that. It was necessary for me to make that mistake, because if I hadn't made that mistake, I won't be here today. Some things happen in your life to fulfill your destiny. Right? I'm not going to go there, but I'm just going to talk about the seed. What seed are you planting in the business right now? If you require a harvest, trading does not lead you to success. I've seen every trader in the business. They have the concept of sowing. You don't come in and you know how to trade and you make money from trading. Even if you make it, guess what is going to happen? The storm of life is going to come. But you know what can withstand a storm? Is what you have planted. If what you have planted is a tree, the storm won't break. If what you have planted is flower, the storm can break the flowers. But just imagine if you didn't plant anything, what is going to happen? So some of you can have $1,000 or $100,000 or $1 million in your trading account. If it's not hinged on planting, what's going to happen? Storm of life. The storm of life will come. It comes to everyone. If the storm blows right now, it blows everyone. If the rain falls right now, it falls on everyone. It means in your life, storms are going to come. Ladies and gentlemen, understand this. Storms will come. Trading will not withstand the storm. I had a storm. 1 year, 6 months plus was a storm of life for me in the business. Trading didn't withstand it because I practically wasn't trading for almost a year. Because there was not even money. What happens when what you funded, you lost it? By chance, by mistake, you lost it. What's going to happen? You're going to quit the business like that woman. Faith is not going to hold you because you don't have faith. In fact, even if you have faith, you don't have what to hold your faith. What held my faith, ladies and gentlemen? All right? I'll be quick to give you guys this success tip today. Some of you have faith, but you do not sow the environment of faith. I sowed. What held my faith through the period was Platinum 1000. I had faith in the business. I had faith in the leadership. I had faith. I wanted to become like David. I have faith, but things happened that was way. I had over 10,000 US dollars. So even if I wasn't building the business, you know how much I was earning. But the storm of life came, took that money away. It could have killed me. I didn't know what to do. I was lost. But I had faith. For that faith to overcome the debt, I need to stand on something. And what I was standing on was just what? $1,000 every month. If I wasn't standing on $1,000 every month, what would have happened to me? Ladies and gentlemen, put it on the chat. I don't need to share. What would have happened? It would be a legitimate quitting from this business. Kenvry will not be the walk-away master because it would be legitimate that I quit. With all the knowledge of trading, with all the skill that was in my head, I would have quitted the business. What kind of success are you preparing for? Do something to hold you in case of storm. That is why the company put that aspect of the business. I really now understand why that aspect was there. Because every leader you see in the business today are leaders who survived the storm. There were many leaders in this business. Not all of them survived the storm. The leaders you see today that are chairmen, they are those who survived the storm. Are you going to survive your storm? What kept me was the seed, the people I've helped. Hello, brother. Would you mind to come share? No business that can help you earn money every single day. Do it. Sow that seed every day. Sow that seed in people every day. All right. So till it becomes an habit. Keep telling people because you don't know. The people that are going to say yes are the people that are going to sustain you in the business. So aside the money I was earning, I saw people that I cannot quit on. I saw people I couldn't quit on them because I brought them into something that I said it will help them. So if I told them it will help them and they gave up things they were doing to come in and I quitted on them, what is going to reflect on their life? If Kenvry that told us he could help me, that knows how to trade, can quit, hey, I would have shut the doors to the dream of many. Only the thought of that encouraged my faith to hold on. The fact that I sowed a seed in someone and I could not be the one to fill that seed. See, your life depends on the things you say no to right now. I don't want to trade. I don't want to quit. I don't want to share. I need my testimony first before I share. These are just lame excuses. You don't know you are sowing seed. You're building a wall. You're building your own storm that will come and throw you out. I kid you not. If you do not learn the heart, if you do not grow in you the need to start sowing seed for your future storm, you're not going to go through the phase of faith. You're not going to go through the phase of death. Sow a seed today. Shift the mindset. Success is not about trading. This environment is the success. The fact that they have contact with people who believe extremely more than you can see, and they are willing to lead you, is the right environment for your life's journey. All right. God laid it in my heart this morning to share this inspiration with everyone, because he's setting us in a different plane that only the mindset of sowers can comprehend. Because guess what? There's a flush. In the midst of abundance, there's always a rush of a flood. Famine has to come before the great economy. Look at what happened in Egypt. Famine preceded the success. Your famine will show up. But when your famine show up, the excellency of the things you've learned right now is what's going to hold you through the famine, because after the famine, there is abundance. All right? And the famine precedes. So we prepare in joy for the famine, because we know that the famine is an opportunity. See, we are in a period of famine. Look at Nigeria. Nigeria has over 200 million people. It looks like we don't see the people. We are in the season of famine. Like we are getting result, but people just can't see the result. It looks like famine. But who goes through the famine? You that has faith in the harvest. You keep sowing. It looks dry. You keep sowing because your concept of thought is in the abundance. Eventually, you're going to go through the famine, and after the famine, there's the abundance. But a lot of people will look at the famine. It's not working. The people are saying no, sure. Keep making excuses, legitimate. And guess what? When they become legitimate excuses, your heart accepts it. God bless you, everyone, for listening to this aspect of the training. And I know many people have been lifted. Something is coming. I know something in my spirit that the event with David in Monitier is going to set so many Kenvry into this team. It's going to set many Mr. Obis, many Emmanuels, many life is going to be shifted. This event with David is happening again. It could happen last year, but see, something. God can frustrate the economy of nations for Joseph to be king. Your brothers will sell you. For God's word to come to pass, the world can crumble, but God's word must come to pass. See, the word has come forth. Dr. Luke said something a couple of meetings ago. He said this organization is the fastest growing organization. You know, when he said that word, I think there's Bryce Thompson. There are people, but he said the word. He's a minister of God. I know one thing about God. It must have escaped him, but he didn't know. God has said it forth. For that to come to pass, the next thing that is coming is David is coming. I just saw it in my spirit. Something is about happening. What happened for me is David came. I was in the business before David came, but I wasn't really in the business. But something happened to me when David came. I saw David yesterday in Justin. When Brandon Trillionaire Tom said, there is a group for 100 750s. Oh! I said, David is doing something. David is not a human being anymore. As in, if you guys don't understand,
100 750s.
100 750. This guy is inspiring people. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you are in this
100 750.
You're just playing in trading and you think trading is it. When people are getting higher levels of growth, 750s, it means they are grouped or not. I belong to a group of P2s. I was in a group of P1s. I was in a group of P6. It means there is growth. The only Riyadh said something. He said, goals don't guarantee your success. Growth does. Oh my goodness. For you to have goals, it doesn't guarantee your success. Growth does. So I was a Platinum 600. Platinum 600 got me in contact with Sir Gary Maxwell. Platinum 1000 got me in contact with other leaders. Platinum 2000 got me in contact with David. And now I just heard something. There is a group for 100 750s. Look at what a man is believing for. That same man is coming to Nigeria. That same man is coming to Nigeria, and you want to play low. You want to play low. This man made Kenvry. You want to play low. This man made Mr. Obi. Mr. Obi quitted his job. He's now showing us any 6 figures because of this man. The doctors you see today are inspired because of this man. Every lead, see the leaders, Justin Owen, Brandon Thompson, these small stars, small boys that are chairmen, small boys that are chairmen, they're inspired. They're inspired. The Raphaels, every leader, the women, the traders you see today, they're inspired by the belief of this man. And you're playing low. Say, I refuse to play low. Type it on the chat. I refuse to play low. I refuse to play low. I refuse it. I'm just trying to prepare a mind for what's coming. The word has been said. And for this word to come to pass, you need to identify the phase you are. You need to start your own phase. If you've not started planting right now, plant. But guess what? The time of your phase, you need to understand the phases that leads to the miracle. That is why God put it in my heart. I said, let me share this with you guys this morning. There are phases. There are things that are needed for the miracle. But the miracle goes through a phase. David is coming to shift the nations, the mindset, the people, to bring forth new leaders, new accomplishment. Minds are going to be shifted. A month, 6 months, 1 year from now, this organization is going to be a multiple 750 organization. If you see, I know more. I no more see Chairman 10 as a limitation. I now see that this organization is the fastest growing organization. So we are going to get to that 750 list. We're going to be among the 100 people on that list. I am going to be among. I know. I am. But what do you see? It's not a matter of amen. It's not a matter. I don't want anybody to type. It's not a prayer. It's a consciousness. I am aware it's going to happen. Because what is about happening? Even if it takes 10 men, do you know it can take only 1 man? God could do it with 1 man. But do you know what's going to happen if we have that 1 man in 10 individuals, in 100 individuals? We have 200 people on the score. If 100 minds could shift and all they see is people, because David is about people. His goal is 1 billion right now. That man is not about money. It wasn't about trading, because the first time I heard him, I didn't see him talk about trading, but he makes millions from trading. What are you making out of trading? Why are you so confused with trading? The millionaires are not all about trading. The millionaires, the Sir Gary Maxwell, the Dr. Luke, all right, all the leaders I've seen, when I hear them speak, they don't talk about trading. Why are you all about trading? Let me understand this thing so that I can share. No, why don't you understand the people so that you can become like them? I refuse to play low. I'm going to give the mic to my chairman and coach right now, after he speaks with my trade. But I know we are also fired up after that meeting yesterday. I'm so fired up right now. I woke up this morning and I went to my Facebook and I was just contacting people. I said, come on, you want to make money, you better get to me right now. It's a command. It's something wells up. That's why meetings will change you, but you need to stay in the environment to accept those, to attend those meetings. If you quit, you miss the meetings. Some people have quitted the business. They're not going to be part of this meeting we're having with David, but you are here. But are you going to function at your highest best of expectation? Or you're just going to allow the storm of life come and take you through, thinking you're going to trade? Something Dr. Luke said yesterday that touched me. I don't know if you guys heard it. Say, forgetting the things that are in the past and pressing on for the things that are in the future. Some of you are getting inspired. When we post a call, a trading call, you are there waiting because of what it is we're doing in trading. That's in the past. I am pressing on for the mark. 750 is a mark, is a mark right now, pressing on to 750. Because I realized I never actually wanted to trade, but I'm trading. So trading was just a part of it. Trading is not the destination. So the moment I see it, I identify, I shouldn't say, I shouldn't be confused with this trading right now. Let this trading not be my own distraction. Pressing on for the mark. Are you pressing on? I want to pass it over to you, Mr. Obi Anyagwa, right now. I love you so much. I love you so much, sir, and I know we are all pressing towards the mark. I believe 750 was printed in your heart. I know what happened for me when I attended that call yesterday. It was a revelation. Series of revelations have been happening before that call. But right now, it became clearer when I heard people. I heard that young man speak. He spoke the vision. I heard, and I know when Dr. Nadipe, when you hear that boy spoke about God the Father, God the Son, and Jesus, you knew something about the full gospel ministry. You knew something happened to you, Dr. Nadipe, when you heard that. And I know many people are here right now, they know this is no more a business. I want to pass it over to you, sir, because if you leave me right now, I'm on fire.
Wow. Excellent morning, everyone. I love you too, bro. You are just the best. You are just the best. Sharing God's heart to everyone. You know, this business is beyond trading. You know, many of you don't understand it. It's bigger than that, your account, no matter how much is it made. It's about altering people's life. It's about impacting destinies. This morning, I want us to do something immediately, right now. This event is about selling out. I was talking with one of the person in charge of tickets yesterday. It's about selling out. So this is not the time you play around. For everyone on this call, I want you to take this action right now. Send the money for your ticket. VIP is 10,000. Regular is 5,000. You've been inspired. I don't need to add anything. Now is the time to take action. You can be inspired and fired up and screaming, but until you take action, nothing happens. You can shout amen, you can say it's for me, but until you take action, nothing happens. So I want you're on this call now, click your online transfer, send this money right now. The goal is to get every single person in this family get their ticket today, not tomorrow. It's just 5,000 for regular, 10,000 for VIP. Yeah. Only. So send your money right now, right now. There's no, before we get into the trade, I need to see those alerts. And I have the alert right in this phone that I'm speaking with you. That the alert is coming, I'm seeing it. Because we can't fold our hands and watch some of you not do the right thing. First, get the ticket. Second, we now talk about getting others into the event. So start making your transfer. We'll give you the next 5 minutes to do that quickly. If you use GT Bank, you just star 737, you put star 2 star 10,000, the account number 264100. You put the account number and send right now. You are not in Lagos, it's not an excuse. You have to be in Lagos. You have to be in Lagos. Some of you, when you are doing those contracts, you practically live in Lagos. You live months in a hotel in Lagos or Abuja, waiting for one minister or another for a contract that is not even up to $100,000. Now you are hearing from someone that makes over $1 million in a day of trading. And he doesn't even talk about trading. He talks about belief, about faith, about understanding who created you, who made you. Because he knows if you know these things, trading is secondary. Because the lesser is included in the greater. He makes over $1.6 million from just sharing this belief with people, helping people believe bigger. You heard Kenvry. He has inspired the young boys and girls all over the world. 21, 20, 19, multi-millionaire in dollars. Multi-millionaire in dollars. 23, 18. He's the one coming. You can't tell me because you are in Mina. If the governor of Lagos State calls you to today, I need to see you in Lagos today. You don't even know why he's telling you to come. You don't have the money, you borrow money to get the next flight. If I had no flight, you might charter a flight because the governor said for you to come. And in all humility, the governor of Lagos State is not as rich as David Immunity. Whether looted or real money, he's not anywhere close. And David is just 36. So I want you to do that transfer right now. This is not the time to play around. Secure your ticket so that you will not wake up like so many of you like waking up a day to the event. No, this is not like double blessing convention. That many of you wait till the night of the event, alert will not start dropping per second. Why wait for the last minute when you could do this way ahead? And it's not just our team. So don't think it's just coming for us. There are other teams in Nigeria. And they are not playing around. They are not playing around. So if you think everybody's doing last minute fire brigade, they are not playing around. Get your ticket now. Don't say you don't know whether you even be around that day. Your ticket is your belief that you'll be around. Clear your schedule. Get your ticket. And for bona fide members of this family, you have to get a VIP ticket.